What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Fan01 here, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review. I apologize, I needed to get the lights all taken care of, but we are going to be taking a look at the Transformers Beast Alliance Beast Weaponizer 2-pack Arcee and Cheetor. And let me explain something about these weapons, the Weaponizer pack thingies. It comes with a deluxe, almost a deluxe-sized class figure, and it comes with the Weaponizer, or the the Weaponizer gimmick that they're doing with with basically this is just a slightly different colored version of something like this, where we went over this turns into a gun, this turns into something else. There's plenty of them out there for me to talk about at this point. But anyways, point being is that it comes with Arcee and Cheetor in this set. And now, for those of you who wanted a slightly better mold of Arcee, I will say this is a slight step up from the core class, because the core class is so clunky, there's so much stuff hanging off of her. Take note, that is kind of animation accurate, but also take note, she could get rid of those wheels, not particular, like she did have them on her backpack at one point in the movie. She definitely did, which is what I'm slightly frustrated with this figure, because some of this is concept as well. Like, for example, this face, that's the concept, the concept face. This is like or is it the concept face? Oh no, I was wrong. This is not the concept face. I'm wrong. I am absolutely 100% wrong. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why I like doing these reviews, is because I like to tell you that I can also be wrong. So, obviously we gotta take a look at the packaging first. We don't take a look at the figures, we gotta take a look at the packaging first. And the packaging, I'm gonna be honest with you, I do not like these. I don't like the open concept style packaging where you can just reach on in, pick stuff out, because these specific 2-packs here, in particularly the Optimus Prime mold, and I think it's Razor Claw. I don't know. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong in the comments below. Please tell me I am wrong, because I'm not sure. I only got this one today because this one was just at Walmart, and I couldn't find any other ones that really had anything appealing to me, so this was the one I got. So here's Arcee on the front, here's Arcee on the side, Arcee on the side. And here's the back here. Cheetor does, I can confirm, definitely does transform in 4 steps. And I think she is 100% also confirmed to be in 9 steps. So that's basically it for that side, that side, that side, that side, hieroglyphic side, all of these sides, and the front one last time before we just discard the packaging, because that packaging, as you all know, I'm not a big fan of, like I said, the open concept design packaging, so that one gets a big fat goose egg for its ranking, as I'm ranking the packaging too. So, however, now that we have taken a look at the packaging, we are going to do this in the order of how I'm feeling to do this, and basically as per kind of the instructions. Now, I have taken a look at the instructions, but the instructions are very, very, very weird. So, yeah. Let me be also very clear. This back wheel here on the motorcycle is extremely tight. So, there are three pegs that go in there, and you have to split this wheel in order for it to work. So, but yeah, I dig this Arcee. I think it's nice. I think it's cute. I think it's something different. I just don't think it's deluxe. I just don't think it's a deluxe class, or even close to a deluxe class. Like, the Weaponizer 2-packs, that's what this is. And they basically took a mold that they could have, and or would have, used for Arcee in the movie, and, or not mold in the movie, but the mold that they could have used for a deluxe class, because I guarantee you they had a deluxe class in mind. But they decided not to do that at the last minute, and they decided to do this. So I don't blame them, but I also do blame them. So, that being said, let's get into some scale comparisons, because y'all know we love them scale comparisons around here. Look at us. Let me see what's the best way to scale. There we go. Here she is with her core class Rise of the Beast version of her, and the packaging obviously is a dead giveaway that this is not the same as this. So I'm going to pull this out and then zoom in a little bit for y'all so y'all can see this a little better. So, yeah. Here she is next to the Thrilling 30s Arcee. Here she is next to the Studio Series 86 version of Arcee. Here she is next to the Leo. I didn't look at the packaging as to what this was. So here's Rise of the Beasts. I'm calling it Beasts Alliance Optimus Prime. I'm just going to call it that because I don't know what else to call it at this current moment in time. And here you have the previous Rise of the Beasts mold that we took a look at. She is next to the Battle Changers Mirage. And just because, I will throw this in there as well. Here she is next to the Gun Primal. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to take a look at her in her robot mode. And to transform her, it's pretty basically stupid simple. And I say stupid simple because it's really, really, really easy. So, to start, you're going to basically come to the back section here. You're going to split these arms here, and you're going to kind of just... Well, this is where this is where that tight wheel comes into play. If you mess with the arms a little bit, you can get them out of the way just enough so you can come to this, which is just not easy. So, yeah, I absolutely do not like this back tire. It just does not want to come undone. Just a second, people. Got it, finally. Ugh, jeez Louise, that was annoying. I had to take my credit card, slip it in between here, and you'll notice these tabs are super thick, and they were glossed over. So, like, there's nothing there to loosen this up. Like, once you get this stuck, I don't know how you're going to do it without literally taking your credit card or your car keys or something of that nature, shoving it in there and just separating it. So that is a massive L there for Hasbro. So let's continue on here with the legs. You're going to take this bottom section, you're going to bring it down just enough, and do the same thing on the other side. Bring the arms out to the side here. Going to then take the head, you're going to bring it all the way forward. It's on a rocker joint right there. And then you're going to take the legs, and they do tab in right here on this port here, and with this tab peg here. And you're basically just going to untab those, bring those like that, and then you're going to take this motorcycle front section and bring it all the way up, and then you can adjust the legs how you feel you need them to be. So rotate them down, straighten out that joint right there. It's not too bad. Then we can take the shoulders once again and just bring them all the way back down, and then rotate the arms at the forearms. So that way everything is all good to go. And to finish off the transformation, you do have to rotate your hands. So yeah. And because this is a weaponizer thing, we're going to remove her off to the side before we do the scale comparisons. So now we're going to do this guy. Now this guy is basically the weaponizer thingy-majig, so that's what I'm just going to call this, the thingy-majig things of whatever. But anyways, this guy basically has the same transformation as the original Cheetor weaponizer thing was. So, and it does have quite nice range of mobility. I think it's nice they gave us these paws, but I think it's just unnecessary. I really do think this is unnecessary. This one is the most unnecessary out of all of them for you to get, simply because, like, if I'll explain why here in just a minute. So, doing him, we're going to get him into scale comparison first. So here he is next to Core Class Arcee, which honestly isn't terrible. It's kind of cute. So, Here he is next to his buddy Primal. Here he is next to the Battle Changers Mirage. Here he is next to the Thrilling 30s Arcee. And here he is next to the, if I can get her legs to stay proper and her waist to stay tabbed in. Here he is next to the Studio Series 86 Arcee. And finally, here he is with Prime. Wait, we do have one more scale comparison for specifically for this one. Here he is with the Legacy United Core Class Beast Machines Cheetor. So now that we've taken a look at that, we can now transform Cheetor. So this Cheetor is very, very, like I said earlier, stupid simple. You're going to come to this head, you're going to flip up this peg, and then you're going to take this whole thing here and just rotate it all the way back. Now this cheetah head is just going to stay there for now. Then you're going to take this and you're going to rotate it all the way back, straighten out the paw. I like to do that. You don't have to. Do the same thing on the other side. Straighten out the paw and then close up this gap with these legs. And make sure this all straightens itself out. If I can make it straighten itself out. There we go. That's the way it's supposed to go. This head is supposed to pop itself into this little nook right there. And this is what you're supposed to be left with, is a sword that's not a sword. Why did you make a sword that's not a sword? I'm very frustrated with this. Like, why would you make a sword that is not a sword? Anyways, now that that's happened, we can now take Arcee right here, and we can give her the cheetah blade here that they would like you to believe that's what that is. And this thing makes her really front heavy, but it could be a whole heck of a lot worse. So, anywho, now that we've done that, we can get into scale comparisons. So, first scale comparison for her is her core class self. Here she is next to the Battle Changers Mirage. And, that scale doesn't work there. So, obviously, this cannot be your Mirage if you're going to do this line of this line of deluxes, I suppose. I call them deluxes in parentheses because they're the size of a deluxe class, but they do not feel like a deluxe class, if anybody understands what I'm saying. The one that feels the most like a deluxe class is Arcee. This one is the only one that feels the most like a deluxe class. So, I cannot say that these are bad figures, but they just aren't great. So, here she is next to the Studio Series 86 Arcee. There she is with the Thrilling 30s. Here she is with the Beast Alliance Optimus Prime. And I'm just going to throw this one in there. Here she is with Legacy United Core Class Cheetor. Alright, so now we're going to zoom out and I'm going to give final thoughts on this thing, and then we're going to end it out here. So, my final thoughts on this figure are the fact that, well, I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. Like, this is not what I think of when I think of Arcee, especially Rise of the Beasts Arcee. I think more of along the lines like this. I feel like this is more Arcee, but also at the same time, this Arcee is no slouch, no slack off either. So if you're wanting a like deluxe class sized one that is not, tiny and possibly could break in 5 minutes, not that this does break in 5 minutes, because the quality is pretty dang good, but if you want one that is gonna, might scale a little bit more with other things on your shelf, this might be worth it. However, this is not specifically for all of that. However, there is one thing I can definitely commend Hasbro for this, is the fact that they actually bothered to paint this. Obviously, the white plastic is smoky plastic or whatever it's called, but there is certain parts of this that are painted. Like, for example, the front of the motorcycle, this windshield, the headlights, the front, that's painted. I'm pretty dang positive the wheels have been painted as well. These ones in particular, the side wheels like these, I'm pretty sure they've been painted in something. I don't know specifically it's black paint or if it's a clear coat. But you have that, and then you have the, like I said, the forearms, you have the neck here. They actually bothered to paint the face. They actually bothered to do that. This is why this one is going to be ranked as a collector's piece, because they actually bothered to do something with this, and they knew other people would be looking at it. So this alone right here, this is getting a fabulous, fabulous 7.2. It's getting a 7.2 because, well, I mean, yeah, the backpack's a little bulky, and it does hinder on the elbow, and it does hinder on the movement of the arms a little bit. You have to move them up and all that. You have to move them up, down, left, right, BA, start, to get them to look pretty cool. But I do like it because it is a little bit more, how shall I say, relaxed than this one is. This one feels like it's extremely busy. Like there's so much that you have to do. This looks like, oh, it's a few steps, but with just a couple things that I need to worry about. This is really busy. This is not. So that's where this figure is going to get a slightly higher ranking for that. But I will say it does have its flaws. Like, for example, I'm not the biggest fan of this smoky plastic, because this has a tendency to yellow over time and pretty quickly. So there's that. And if I have to add another one in there, I don't particularly like the motorcycle mode. But I definitely do like the robot mode, and I definitely do like this face sculpt. Like, seriously, who decided that this particular Arcee deserved this level of detail on the face? Like, seriously, I gotta, like, seriously, props to you, whoever did this. Props to you. That is the most impressive paintwork. Pardon. That is the most impressive paintwork I've seen on a just straight up mainline-ish figure. I've never seen that type of paint on this type of figure before. The only thing that even comes close would be the Studio Series line, and that's supposed to be premium. So that's why this gets a high ranking on that part. However, where this set is brought down, this piece alone got a 7.2. This is getting a solid 1.5, only because it actually transforms, it actually does the gimmick, it actually does everything that it says it sets out to do. The only thing that really frustrates me with it is the fact that they call it Cheetor. If they were to call it like Panther, or like, I don't know if that's an actual character. Somebody please tell me down below. I really genuinely need to know that. But point is that I don't like this. If it was like a slightly better version of, I don't know, there has to be some form of Siege. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if it was slightly better, I really don't think I would have the feelings that I have towards it. But because this comes with this, I have to rank them together. So this alone would get a 7.2. I apologize if I said it gets a 7.2. It would get a 7.2. This, without a question, gets a 1.5. The only reason why it does get a 1.5 is because it transforms and it actually looks kind of weirdly weird. So, there's that. But this is a set, so you got to rank the whole thing. And if I have to rank this whole thing, I have to give it a 5. Like, a solid 5. Like, this 1.5 brings this whole score down to a 1, brings it down to a 5. And if I have to add in another thing that would, you know, be a problem to this, it's the packaging. And the packaging is just god-awful. So, I mean, not that the design for the characters and the product shots and everything aren't god-awful, but the packaging is god-awful because of this. There's just no there's no sense of security when this stuff is supposed to be out on the shelf. So that would, if I have to add the box in there to continue this added on tragedy of a set here, that's because that got a goose egg. I have to rank the whole freaking thing a 3.1. That is how awful I feel about this. If this Arcee was released alone in the Battle Changers line with like Mirage or Scourge or Bumblebee, I would not be feeling the way I'm feeling. But because it is an exclusive to a 2-pack, you have to buy the 2-pack. And it has to be ranked as a set. So that is my review for the Transformers Beast Alliance Battle Changers 2-pack, or Weaponizer 2-pack, excuse me, not Battle Changers, my bad. The Weaponizer 2-pack for Arcee and Cheetor. And this is Thomas701 saying, do not forget to check out Planet Toys, a world built by collectors, where if you do check out with them, you can get yourself a 10% discount, and you can also get yourself some brand new toys. We got some brand new Hot Wheels coming in right for you, right just in time for the Acceleracers to be making another appearance again out in public view. I will not be going there, but I do know that there's a car that is based off of an Acceleracer. So please, somebody tell me down below if there's more cars. So, anywho, do not forget to check out Riveted Railfan, Optination Reviews, Beastman Reviews, Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Ultra Megatronus, and Take Along Productions. I know they all do some amazing work. Oh wait, I forgot one more. Do not forget to check out Bravely GG. I don't know if I told you that or not, but if I did, hooray. If I didn't, you're getting it twice. You're getting it twice, people. So, anywho, this is Thomas701 saying, do not forget to check out all of that, and do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it.